Yeah, they do. And, early on it opened up a couple wide open receivers for Vinemont.
We're now down under 30 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. The third quarter that's really been dominated by the Vinemont Eagles. Herrera in motion. Again, a counter. That's number 2, Josh Rhodes. He's got some open space. Stiff arm. He gets the corner, and he will score.
Yeah, I kept waiting on that.
Number 2, Josh Rhodes. He got outside. He made one move and a stiff arm, and then outran the Bulldog defenders to the sideline.
I need to get with Coach and give him the counter pass off of that. What do you think? They get with him, get it. I'm sure he's got it. He don't need no instruction from me, but that really looked good. Rhodes running the ball, good bounce to the outside, and dipped those hips inside, bounced them back outside, good run.
Herrera inside on the handoff, and the two-point conversion is good, so it's going to be 40-24. The Vinemont Eagles now with a 16-point lead with 9 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Kind of a couple of long drives that the Eagles have had here in this third quarter. The Bulldog offense couldn't get too much going, and that Hanceville defense looks pretty gassed going off the field over there. Yeah,
that's 2 long drives, like you said, and, that'd take it out of you right there, especially when it's just pound, pound, pound. And, it seems to me that Vinemont went in and did a little soul-searching, I do believe, and come out and decided they're going to play some physical brand of football, get back to what they do and do well, and that's just getting in that base formation and running the power game and come off of it with the counter.
Yeah, Hanceville's played pretty well tonight, but this is going to be a huge drive for them here.
Yes.
If you have another quick 3 and out, or even if you pick up a first down and then have to punt down 2 scores early in the fourth quarter,
especially the way they're eating the clock, especially the way Vinemont's eating the clock.
Yeah, Vinemont's offense is really, they get it down later in the fourth quarter. I bet they can chew on that clock pretty good. Again, the kick on the ground. Black comes up to receive it. Not too big of a return, but going to be fair field position for the Bulldogs as they'll take over at their 35-yard line.
The key to that one, though, is he fielded it. That's the big thing there. He fielded it clean, gave him an opportunity, didn't let it go past him where you lose some yardage, and so they wind up with good field position at the 35-yard line.
So we're going to have one final play here in the third quarter.
White hat says ball's ready for play. Hanceville comes out. Hunter Black brings his crew. We've seen this formation, 2-by-1, 2 backs in the backfield out of shotgun.
Fakes the handoff to Leaf. Fires it out to Bentley quickly. Good defense that time by the Eagles.
Yeah, up quick, corners up quick, and looked like the outside linebacker, too, was flying out to make a play, so they had seen that earlier.
So at the end of 3, the Vinemont Eagles lead 40-24. We're going to go to a commercial break. We are back. Good shot of the Vinemont cheerleaders there, cheering on the boys. And we appreciate cheerleaders, band, and all the excitement, all the energy they bring to Friday Night Lights.
That's right. It's all part of the pageantry of high school football and makes it just that much more special.
So Hanceville does pick up a first down there on that first play of the fourth quarter. It's going to be 1st and 10 from the Bulldogs. They are on their own 46-yard line. Very
important series here, just from the standpoint of a clock. As far as I see it, is, if you're Vinemont, you don't mind them picking up yardage. You just don't want them scored. Eat the clock. Hopefully get the ball back, get off the field on third down at some point, and do your own clock chewing yourself.
Number 32, JT Wilhite, with a good tackle there. Marquise Leaf with no gain on first down. It's going to be 2nd and 10. Yeah, if you're Vinemont, just try to keep everything in front of you. Try to chew as much clock as possible.
Yes, beautiful night. Hey, we just had a guest come in here. I'm gonna get off the air and let you and Mr. Netherton do a little chit chat.
How's it going? I'm a fair weather announcer. I only come in when we've got a good lead.
We're joined by Vinemont principal Robin Netherton now. Robin, thanks for joining us.
I appreciate you guys showcasing our kids to the community and broadcasting this over social media. It's a great way for people that maybe can't get to the game to come out and enjoy some Coleman County football. And if you look around, it looks like a great gate tonight, great attendance. Hanceville packed their sides, great band. Vinemont's packed our side, great band. It's just it's a great event for cheerleaders, all the spectators. It really it's great to live in Coleman County.
Yeah, we've talked about the band, cheerleaders, and all the energy they bring to Friday Night Lights. And it's been a fun atmosphere tonight. Hunter Black loads one up, going deep.
And
Drake Bentley makes the catch.
That looks like that's been Hanceville's MO all night. Target deep downfield, let it rip, and that quarterback can throw it.
Yeah, Hunter Black's got a good arm, and of course he's got a big target in Hunter Bentley too. So, this game far from over, but right now, Coach thinks, or Mr. Robert Netherton thinks are kind of in y'all's favor, up by 2 scores, but got to keep that momentum going.
Well, it can change quick in football. We was up 2 scores at Phil Campbell and ended up going 4 overtimes.
We talked a little bit about that. Tough loss, only region loss for Vinemont, and kind of a tougher schedule coming up for the Eagles.
Yes, we've got the meat of our area schedule. If we can pull out a victory against one of the next 3, we'll be a playoff team. Looks like he's going to get in here.
Yeah, that was Leaf with a good cut. Once you give him a seam, there is no catching him.
He's got some speed.
Yeah, no flags on the play, so that's going to stand. Hanceville going to have to go for 2 here.
Yeah, they've been kicking the extra points, but I guess we'll see a 2-point try this time. Trailing by 10 with 9:48 remaining in the fourth quarter.
That's one of the advantages to, I guess, Vinemont not having a kicking game. We went for 2 all year long, and it's really paid off. During situations like this where a 1-score game is really a 2-score game because of a 2-point conversion.
That's right.
So, correct, Vinemont is the next 3 weeks. Is it Gordo, Oakman, and Winfield in succession?
Yep.
Okay.
Right. Yep.
How many of those you have here at home?
Gordo, Winfield home, Oakman away.
Okay.
I've been really impressed with Hanceville's line. Number 56, is it 52?
52,
Those
56,
guys
yeah.
really play. 52 had a killer hit on our QB a little earlier.
And, that's going to draw a flag. Number 2, Josh Rhodes, a little bit too physical with Bentley that time. We're going to get a pass interference, and we'll retry the 2-point conversion play.
But from a coaching standpoint, you're okay with that. You didn't give up points.
That's right.
Make them line it up and try it again, but you didn't give up no points.
Yeah, and if you're Hanceville, I'm not sure they do anything different from the 3 versus being at the 1.5 because, they're not really a line it up and just run it at you kind of football team. So,
and that surprised me with the size of their line. The physical kids, Hanceville's team speed's good.
Well, you got Hurst in there now, and they're gonna line up a little bit in the power backfield out of the I formation. Kind of a broken ball on the ground.
It's going to be a dead ball in
huge
high school football.
That's a big play.
Still, we had a late flag come in there. I'm not sure if we had something going on after the play, but a very late flag from the back judge.
In fact, that one of our players might have got hit. They're lining it back up, possibly.
Number 52, Nick Jankowski.
That's a great name. That's a football name if there's ever been one.
That's a great kid, too.
Jankowski.
One of our best academic kids. He is a phenomenal kid from a great family.
The officials trying to sort out what's going to happen here. Yeah, it looks like both teams are going to return to their sidelines. I did feel like it was something after the play, so the down was probably going to count either way.
And that's big. It's still a 2-score game.
That's
Two-score game.
That's right. Yep.
The difference now is where we're going to be kicking off from.
One thing you've probably seen against Vinemont is, there's a personal foul against Vinemont.
Yep.
One thing you've probably seen is their offense lends itself well to ball control and clock control.
That's what we were talking about
that a
earlier.
while ago, yeah.
That you want to eat that clock, and in this case, eat the clock with a chance to score too. You don't want to give the ball back to Hanceville.
I've seen that so many times, and as a coach, I've actually done that before. You get too conservative, you dig yourself into a hole. I think we saw that at Alabama versus Georgia.
Yeah, we certainly did.
You can't get too conservative in football. You still got to play.
Yeah, not picking up that 2-point conversion. Hanceville's kind of in danger time here. I feel like with 9:48 remaining.
Absolutely.
If Vinemont gets a good drive, they could eat most of that clock in one drive.
I would expect an onside kick here from Hanceville.
That's what I was just thinking too. You expect that onside kick, and
looks like
okay, they motioned that was against Vinemont,
agreed,
but
yeah.
We're moving back.
There must have been personal foul Hanceville.
We're moving back.
that kind of, that personal foul. The personal foul kind of brings into question whether or not you're going to do an onside kick. But
if you do an onside kick and don't get it, the field position will be such that the game's just about over.
Vinemont's punted one time tonight, or twice, and once tonight. It really benefited the Bulldogs. So.
Right. And nope, he's going to kick it away. It's number 24, and he's going to stumble, and he will be down. That was number 24, Chase Blair. Just couldn't quite find his footing.
Just a 10th grader.
Just 10th grade, but he made a great effort there, fielding the ball, not giving up any more yardage with the ball going by him, and they're going to wind up with decent field position, and all they need to do is move the chains.
We don't call their names a lot, but these guys up front for Vinemont have been fantastic all night.
Big senior group, fantastic group of linemen. Last week, or week before last, we had such a great performance against midfield that they gave lineman of the week to all of them.
There you go.
They're just a solid group. Even
go.
The tight ends block so well. And, this field position, if we can just move the ball, is actually an advantage because it gives us more time to run off the clock. Depends on how you look at things. There's a silver lining.
Well, the thing I love is this offense is not the offense of today. And these kids, you got to be selfless to play in this type of offense. Right. And you got kids out there that are selfless, take a lot of pride in blocking. Even the running backs take a lot of pride in blocking, and they believe in what they're doing. And it's just so refreshing to see that.
Can't quite see his number, but I believe that may be number 52, Eli Aiken.
Well, he has
had up there, and he deserves a break because he has had a well of a ball game.
He's earned that cramp.
Yes, he has earned that cramp. He has had a great ball game tonight, played extremely well for the Bulldogs.
He has. A little potassium, a little stretching, he'll be back out there.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
If you're Hanceville at this point, you're just hoping for a turnover. The only issue with that is Vinemont's ball security has been – they've had a few high snaps but have not turned the ball over, so their ball security has been really good.
That's a big loss for Hanceville, that he has played a great game.
He has played an outstanding game.
One player you haven't seen on the field for Vinemont tonight is number 7. You haven't seen him on the field very much, especially running the ball. His name is actually Caden Henderson, and he's one of our he's a really good running back, but he's not played offense tonight. He's had a little tweaked ankle, and they've tried to save him just for special occasions. The defense he kicked off a while ago.
Another handoff to Gabriel
This is a young man I'm impressed with.
So impressed. Gabe. Great kid, football, baseball guy. Great. Everybody loves him. Great guy.
All right, now tell us the truth. In Dragonfly, they got him 5'4", 124 pounds.
Oh, he may have put that in himself. I'm not sure. He runs like it, though, doesn't he?
Man. He's got quick
feet. We've been real impressed with Herrera
good
tonight.
Vision.
Hey, we've got 3 guys that can consistently carry the football pretty well. Great line. Quarterback that's been doing this for 3 years now, who's a consistent performer throwing and handing and faking.
Again, Herrera will get the edge this time.
And I'll be honest with you,
cuts it back across the grave.
Great run here by Gabe. Go, Gabe. And great effort on the defense, but he gets in the end zone.
Score.
They're going to get a horse collar. Going to get a horse collar. Touchdown to Stan.
Fantastic run by number 12,
61
Gabriel Herrera.
beats him down there, runs with him.
What about the vision? We talked about that all night long. He keeps his feet moving. Shoulders are squaring upfield all the time. Great vision.
I think he's going to wave the flag off.
So who's the running back coach there, Mr. Netherton?
So I believe it. We've got a couple guys that do offense, but Coach Robinson is your main offensive guy. He Coach Pace runs the defense. Coach Robinson runs the offense. He's got some of these other guys helping him. Garrett Boland, It probably helps him with quarterbacks. I'm not sure about running backs. Garrett may also help with running backs.
Yeah, I remember Garrett back from when I was coaching him playing quarterback at Vinemont. He's married to a Cold Springs girl now. Fantastic family. I love Garrett. Bailey,
we're gonna call it back, guys.
I didn't even see a flag.
I didn't see a flag back here.
I didn't either.
That must come in late. And I normally trail.
I saw the horse collar though. I didn't see that.
It's normally habit to trail. That coaching habit of trailing the play.
Right.
Yes.
So we'll replay first down. It's going to be first and about 12 for the Eagles. Rush Sandlin. And that's going to be another big hole and another good run. This time it's number 9, Chad Reynolds, with the first down run.
Chad's a senior, really stepped into the role at running back this year and has carried the team in a lot of big games and a lot of big moments.
Yeah, he adds another dimension. He's all of them get their feet churning and those shoulders upfield. I know folks get tired of hearing me say that, but the last thing you want your running back to do is to quit moving his feet and get his shoulders turned sideways. But, y'all just plug and play. You take one out, put one in.
I talked about it with Coach Dunkling a little bit between the third and fourth quarter, and I feel like maybe that's kind of been the difference in the game is just depth. Vinemont able to rotate guys in and out a little bit more. It's a Herrera with another nice run. Vinemont able to rotate guys in and out. I've watched Hanceville. This is the third time I've watched them, and first game of the year they lost to Cold Springs. It was competitive for a while, and then Cold Springs just kind of wore them out. Holly Pond, it was back and forth for a little while, and Holly Pond just kind of wore them out. I wonder about depth for Hanceville.
Well, we got 55 on our sideline, or 55 on our team. That's a big number for a 3A school.
That's a huge number.
Hanceville's got probably 40 more students than us in the school, but when we got 20 more guys on the sideline, over the course of the game, you're right, depth is so important. That's really your biggest difference from 1A to 7A is depth.
Yeah, there's not a lot of guys standing over there for Hanceville on the side.
No. Chase Blair.
Chase Blair with a carry around the end.
Yeah, just recollection here. I see, for Hanceville, number 12, Twilly, number 8, Bentley, number 5, Leith, number 7, Hurst, number 22, Loosby. I don't think they've came off the field tonight. They look a little bit fatigued.
And you got a few Vinemont guys that go both ways, but I really do think the coaches have tried to platoon and have a true offense, true defense as much as possible. Like I mentioned, we got some players that at any other school we play starting running back, probably not playing defense. That here they play linebacker and safety, and they do a great job, and we put them in when we need them. And those, we've got a little bit more depth than we normally have, but we have 20 seniors. That's a huge deal for a high school.
That is huge. That is huge, especially for a 3A school.
Sandlin keeps, makes a nice move there.
He's a big kid that's hard to bring down, runs hard.
Yeah, he's rumbling. He'll take it down inside the 5.
I'd love to know how many carries he's had over the last 3 seasons, but the kid is like a pine knot. He can flat take some abuse and just keep on plugging.
Yeah, Robin, Hanceville's played pretty well tonight, but I've been very impressed with the Vinemont Eagles, and I'm excited to see what they do the rest of the season and hopefully moving into postseason play.
We'll get, like you said, we'll get some tests against Gordo, who the only game they lost, their 4-star Division I recruit quarterback was out, so that'll be a challenging game. Winfield's a great team, beat Gordo, and then touchdown Vinemont. And then Oakman has played with everybody. All 3 of those teams are 6-1. So they're all 3 good teams.
Got another Bulldog, looks like maybe cramping down there in the end zone.
We have a player down on the field.
You always hate to see one go down. This time of year, it's so unseasonably hot. These cramps are kind of, especially if you've had a bye week and maybe you didn't, have a game last week, and your body kind of gets out of that condition.
And I do believe Hanceville's coming off the bye either last week or 2 weeks ago. So.
And to us up here, it's a little bit, cool. It's cooler, but it's still down there when you put those pads on.
That's right.
You raise that temperature level and sweating profusely and.
Oh, yeah, when I played high school football, I'd sweat 10 pounds out of game.
Yeah, it's not uncommon.
We're going to go to a quick commercial break. We'll be right back.
the key I think for Hanceville moving forward is, they've progressed a lot during the season, and got plenty of ball left to play. You never know what's going to happen, but in the off season, being able to get a few more bodies out, and get some kids interested in playing football, and keep doing what they're doing and getting better each week, in and out. And
Josh
I believe,
Rhodes with a 2-point conversion.
if I saw correct, I think Hunter Black's just a junior.
That's correct. He is a junior.
So, you got the core, you got a good core coming back.
Number 13, Brody Brenner, was the injured Bulldog on the previous play. He was able to get off to the sideline. So Vinemont has taken a 48-30 lead over the Bulldogs. There's 6:26 remaining here in the fourth quarter. I want to thank you for joining us on CCBOE TV. Been a fantastic night of football, Coach.
It has, and and several more weeks of it left to go. Of course, we only have one more broadcast left, and that's going to be the last game of the season.
I don't know what their record's going to be then, but currently undefeated Good Hope, undefeated Fairview.
Yes.
This could be a lot of fun for that last broadcast.
It could be a whole lot of fun for that last broadcast.
Not sure what the date on that is. I do know,
Coach,
we also have Winter Sports Media Day coming up.
Yep,
pretty soon.
November 4th, and we'll live stream that. And we're a little bit behind on getting that out, and the only reason we're only about a week in doing that, and Ty here had to go out to Arkansas or somewhere, so we missed setting that date earlier and finding a place on the calendar. But we're excited to once again be able to do that, and sometime in January we're going to do our spring sports. So a lot left to do this upcoming school year, and a lot that's going to be on CCBOE.TV.
Yeah, if you've never watched those media days, that's another fun way that we showcase our athletes and coaches here in Coleman County. I always enjoy them. I sit down and watch every school usually just to.
Yeah, I love watching the kids that have to answer questions. I love it when our kids have to talk, because they'll come in, first thing they'll say is, "I don't have to talk to you."
Right.
Yeah.
The facial expressions of the one that's talking is even better than what's talking.
Now I'll be honest, they make me a little nervous.
Yes.
I remember last year, which Ethan Edgeworth, Cold Springs track stars, now at Colorado.
Oh wait, you mean the best runner in Alabama State history of all time?
He probably deserved to just say these things, but I think he basically called a shot about we're going to win state again, and I'm looking at Coach Al, and he's like, let's don't just say that.
He got tired of holding that microphone because that big old ring he had was weighing that hand down.
A true GOAT, nobody can say otherwise.
That's right. That's right.
I don't know if he had his first collegiate race last weekend, and he finished 4th. In his first collegiate race.
Well, that's probably a new experience for him since about 8th grade.
I need to call him and ask him, like, hey, what was it like having people in front of you? What do you think about that?
Kid that went to Bama is the same thing. I think he got 4th recently in a huge race, and it's one of those things where what is the chances of two of the best runners ever from 1A to 7A coming out of Little Coleman County within 1 year of each other?
And those two battled. Every race.
I don't know Ethan Lemon's intentions, but Ethan Edgeworth, he's got Olympics on the mind.
Yeah,
so that's
same. I'm pretty sure the same.
I don't know if they'll make it or not, but that's an amazing feat and an amazing goal for two of our local athletes to have.
Well, if you look at the trajectory they're on, I think it's absolutely feasible.
It's attainable. It's attainable.
Hunter Black rolls right, throws.
Good throw.
Hurst.
I'm impressed with Hunter Black. He's done such a great job tonight. Moving. As a defense coordinator, you say, okay, we're gonna move that quarterback off his launch point. It doesn't matter with him. It doesn't matter.
0 picks.
He's made a lot of good throws.
Yes.
None of which were just standing and stepping into it. He was, off the long touchdown to Hurst. He threw it off his back foot. Just
what he hasn't made is he hasn't made bad decisions.
That's right.
He hasn't thrown a single pick. He's chosen to let go of the ball and get it out of bounds rather than take a big hit. That's just smart.
And they played good up front. Robin, you mentioned that earlier on, that those big guys up front for Hanceville played really well.
Look at here. Another good throw. That was A.J. Carnathan on the catch. I noticed he was a little bit limp before the play even started, so he really didn't have any burst right there.
Nick Jankowski on the tackle. Great tackle coming from Nick.
Yeah, he's going to stay down this time. I noticed getting in formation, Carnathan was a little bit limp, and he's going to be down. Looks like maybe he's cramping.
Well, folks, we're going to let Dwayne and them come out and take care of our player from Hanceville, and we're going to go to a commercial break.
Back. That was A.J. Carnathan being helped off by Hanceville's trainer, Dwayne. Glad to see him doing okay. That was a good catch and a good first down play for the Bulldogs.
And they've moved the ball consistently down the field.
Yeah, they've done that, and, just have had a great game offensively.
I believe the horn from the crowd actually caused Vinemont to jump off sides
Yeah,
right
that
there.
was an odd-looking play. And we're going to get an illegal procedure, false start penalty on the Bulldogs instead.
Wow.
I thought the center moved the ball.
I thought he did as well.
I think the center kind of pump faked the snap. So.
Vinemont student section, bringing the enthusiasm, though, has some horns that are pretty loud. And I thought as soon as he blew that horn, I thought he jumped off sides. I may be wrong. Our student section's been outstanding this year. Our crowd participation in volleyball and football has been outstanding. I got to give it to the Vinemont people. They're here to support their Eagles.
How about that volleyball team?
Yeah, let's
Coach?
talk a little bit about volleyball. Number one seed in the county tournament. Didn't go as they had hoped, but what are they looking at moving forward?
I think I may be wrong about this record. I believe we're 40-9 overall for our record right now, which is more than anybody in the state's played. And just sometimes you win some, sometimes you lose some. That's why you play the game. Nothing's ever a foregone conclusion. My girls are very disappointed, in the outcome at the county tournament. They were the number one seed going in, but they've got bigger goals. And great team, great coach. The kids have parental support, coaches do. That's huge. I really think that you're going to see great things out of Vinemont volleyball this year and for years to come.
So we're excited about Coleman County volleyball. I think this week they'll just have regular season games or whatever, and then the following week will be area tournaments starting up.
We actually play tomorrow. We play every Saturday. We play tournaments
every
every Saturday. Yeah. 6 games tomorrow for the JV. I'm not sure how many for the varsity. Then we play again Tuesday. Even though we're out of school, we've got matches Tuesday afternoon. And Mr. Duncan will tell you this. Traditionally, JVs in Coleman County after the county tournament are done.
Mm-hmm.
We play 6 tomorrow, and we've got 3 more matches, 3 more dates scheduled for play. So volleyball's not done.
Volleyball's interesting to me. It's a little different probably than every other high school sport. You can just play and play and
That's
play.
it.
You get reps. You really can't do that in baseball because you don't have enough arms. And basketball and football are a little bit more physically demanding. Volleyball, you play a lot of games and get a lot of experience.
I think we've lost a couple really good teams this year. Decatur, we've lost to Lindsay Lane, lost to Good Hope the other day. We lost some pretty good teams this year. You can't take anything away from our girls. Some of them it's their first year playing. Some of the other ones are veterans. But one of the seniors that really stood out everywhere this year has been Carly Stevens. Had just an incredible volleyball player. Her and Morgan Flanagan are 2 of the seniors that are they might play volleyball maybe even at the next level. We're really going to miss them, but what I see coming is a great thing.
Number 4, Brandon Johnson with a blitz right up A-gap right there, put enough pressure on Black. He throws it incomplete. It's going to be a turnover on downs for the Bulldogs.
And a smart move by Coach Daniels, too. You keep your JV going because that's the crew that's going to be moving up. So let them play.
That's it.
Let them play.
He's a great coach. I got to give kudos to our football coaches. You can't brag enough on your people at your school, but one thing I hope you guys see and everybody sees is the sportsmanship our kids bring to every game we play. I don't care if it's football, basketball, baseball, track. Our kids are well behaved. You don't see personal fouls. You don't see all these crazy things happening. They come out and they work as hard as they can for their teammates and their school, and that's such a admirable quality that I'm so proud of to be part of here.
Yeah, a lot of fun to watch.
Yep. That's definitely a credit to the coaches, but when it's school-wide and all sports-wide, it just speaks to the culture at these schools.
Hey, you hire the right teachers and the right coaches, like hiring artists. You let them paint. You just let them go and let them do their thing, and you end up with a masterpiece sometimes. Sometimes they might struggle and need a little guidance, but overall, you see these coaches have worked really hard with these kids and invested in them being good men, first and then being, football players and their positions second.
We talked about that last night, broadcasting the volleyball game, that here in Coleman County, the thing I think is so great is, man, when we show up, we want to win. But it ain't about the outcome. It's about the process of getting to the outcome we want.
Yep.
And that is teaching kids to be good people, good citizens, hard workers, how to overcome adversity, so many things that they're going to need in life. And in teaching those, everybody, all of our high schools, all 7 of our high schools, our middle schools that and our K-8s that participate, all 16 schools, that's the part of the process that makes it so special. And we want them to carry something away from the program, plus winning,
And I agree with you. It's part of that equation. Here we go with another big run. What a motor. What a motor.
Another nice run
Like
for the Eagles.
Number 12 putting on a show tonight, but a big part of the equation of that is community support, parental support. It all starts at home. We see that over and over and over. And then, those people, if they support the coaches and support their athletes and teachers, it's amazing what can happen, plain and simple. But it takes all that equation. You take one piece of that out, bad coaching, no parental support, the kid not wanting to work hard, then, it's tough. But when you get that mix right, amazing things happen.
Yeah, we talked early in the game about something kind of special here tonight. You see a lot of pink on the Hanceville sideline, especially. One of their assistant coaches, Ed Webb.
Big run by 24. He's going to get in. Touchdown, Chase Blair.
We talked about an assistant coach from Hanceville, Coach Ed Webb, his wife battling some things, and they raised some money here tonight, I believe.
That's right. These seniors,
fantastic.
These seniors, when they were in 8th grade, Coach Webb coached them here for the county championship. They won it at Good Hope back 4 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And, they absolutely love Coach Webb. And they're a tight group. And as soon as, we find out a Eagles in need, we try to do whatever we can. We've reached out to Hanceville and collaborated on whatever we can do to help.
Herrera with the 2-point conversion, and he is in.
I'm going to have a flag on the play. Come in kind of a little bit late.
Maybe an unnecessary roughness. Senior class.
Well, you said something about having 20 football seniors.
20 football players, but they're seniors on every sport that are just, man, they're serious about it, and they work hard, but they're respectful, and they just do everything the right way. We've got a great senior class this year, and I think that really matters, that leadership for the kids. It rubs off. I've always heard people say you are who your friends are. And when these guys are your friends, you're going in the right direction.
When we had a speaker come to Vinemont today, you guys cooked for them, and then a friend of mine spoke to them, and they're just so respectful, paid attention, come up, thanked the speaker, spoke with Clint for a while, and that meant a lot to him as well. So, just a first-class group.
Yeah, y'all may have seen the social media posts, but these senior cookouts, that's kind of a cool thing. That
it is.
Coleman County Schools, the central office does for our kids.
It's
that's
great.
Awesome.
Yeah, everybody at my school was asking, how long have we been doing this? This is great. How long have we been doing this? I got to be a little part of that today and got to see all the kids come together and listen to the speaker. And
I thought you were the head chef today.
I got recruited for one of the simpler jobs. I was the cook, and luckily I've got experience cooking and eating, so I know that everybody likes their burgers well done, and it turned out pretty good.
I still like the leaf blower getting the fire started. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Hey, if you ever want to get
I still like the leaf blower getting the fire started. I'm gonna have to remember that.
Hey, if you ever want to get a fire hot, you just put the air to it. You put a leaf blower. We've got a little battery leaf blower at school. You put it to the charcoal. That charcoal will heat up hotter than you've ever had it.
Well, I know now the Eagles are wanting to get this one wound down and get in the field house and get on with working toward the next one, but they got to finish the next minute, 47 seconds.
That's it. And here we just need nobody to get injured. Players to play with their heads and finish the game strong and to wrap this one up and go into a long weekend.
So you said Gordo's here next week?
I believe that's right. Yep, we're
big matchup. As I don't know if Gordo scored or not, but I'm going to assume both teams will probably be 3-1 coming into next week in the region.
That's right. Since their quarterback is back, I don't think they've lost, and he's a real deal. So we'll have to do our homework on defense playing Gordo. Gordo was, at the beginning of the season, they came into this year ranked number 2 in 3A. I'm not sure what they are right now after that loss to Winfield. They were ranked 2 in 3A.
Yeah, 3A football. I believe I said 4A earlier. 3A
We
matchup here.
Vinemont's grown quite a bit over the past 9 years. Our student population hovers now about 350. That's middle to top of 3A. Guys, I appreciate you guys having me. I'm going to get down
Yes,
here
sir.
and work the gate and make sure everybody gets out of here. And you guys have a great night.
You too.
Thank
Have a
you
good
for joining
weekend.
us. So 47 seconds remaining here. Again, we want to thank you for being with us tonight for CCBOE TV.
And, I'm going to compliment both these teams for playing as hard as both of them played tonight, getting after each other the way they ought to get after each other, competing. And, as AD, that's what I show up to see.
Sure.
I want to see our kids compete. And they've done it, and they've done it right. As far as I can remember, we've only had one or two personal fouls, and it wasn't ugly
egregious
personal
stuff,
fouls. Yeah, it's just stuff that happens.
Can I play with it? Do y'all control that drone? Can I play with it?
We don't have it. That's not ours. Yeah, got a drone on the stadium. I imagine that's somebody filming the game.
It is, I'm sure. Cold Springs has started doing that, and it's good footage. It's good for coaches to be able to look at that view.
All right, this one comes to a close, and as the clock winds down, it's 56-30. 86 points put on the board tonight by the Bulldogs and the Vinemont Eagles, with Vinemont coming out on top. We'll look forward to seeing you. 10th ball game of this season. Actually, it'll be the 11th week of this season, the week before playoffs, and we'll be at Good Hope for the Good Hope Raiders and the Fairview Aggies.
Yeah, it should be a good one. We want to thank you for joining us on CCBOE TV. Thank you for everyone up here who has made this work tonight. Chase Nelson on the camera, Leah Sapp, Courtney Myers, technical directors Chris Chafin and Ty Watwood. It's been a wonderful night of football here from Mark Smothers Stadium.
I'm doing well.
Vinemont moves to 3-1 in 3A region play. And we want to thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for watching CCPOE.TV, a service of Coleman County Schools.